We'll soon be gearing up for St Patrick's Day, and the wearing of the green is central to all that. But as many people are finding, availability of shamrock isn't abundant outside Ireland as it was possibly in days gone by. Now, if you want to wear a piece of Ireland on this St Patrick's Day, or perhaps you're planning St Patrick's Day themed event, Hawkins, a long-established County Mayo-based business, are on hand to help. And I'm pleased to welcome Paraic Horkan. Paraic, hello, great to have you along.
Jerry, good morning. How are you, sir?
Not too bad at all. A real pleasure. Now, Paraic, you together with your two brothers and a team supply shamrock internationally. And I believe that the origins of Hawkins dates back actually to your grandmother, Sarah Horkan.
It does indeed. It dates back to Sarah Horkan, who started growing shamrock back in the 30s and 40s. And back then she used to export it, particularly to the UK, send the plants over for St Patrick's Day by post. And we've continued that tradition for many, many years now. We send shamrock not just to the UK, but also to all parts of Europe. And it's very popular every year. We actually grow a specific variety of shamrock called Trifolium dubium, which means the three-leaved shamrock. So it's the true Irish shamrock. We grow it in a special vial, which allows us to transport it all over the world. And when our clients receive the shamrock, it's actually living shamrock. It's rooted into a special gel, which means that you can wear it proudly on St. Patrick's Day. But more importantly, you can plant the plant into your own garden or into a pot and grow it on for subsequent years. Because shamrock is a perennial, which means you have it for years. Once you have the plant, it will continue to grow in your garden for many, many years. So that's available from Hawkins at the moment.
Right. Now, Paraic, there can be a confusion over actually what constitutes shamrock. In 1988, I believe, a botanist, Charles Nelson, conducted a study to see what Irish people believed to be shamrock. Now, he was sent samples from all over the land. Can you clear up this matter? Tell us a little about the true species.
Well, the true species is a variety it's a Latin name called Trifolium, which means three-leaved, and dubium, which is the Irish version of shamrock. Shamrock, the actual name shamrock comes from the Irish, meaning little clover. So shamrock in its true form is actually a variety of clover, but Trifolium dubium is a particular species that actually has the true three leaves on the actual plant. Because as you know, some clover will produce four leaves, and often you get this watermark, a kind of white marking in the leaf of clover. So Trifolium dubium, the plant that we actually grow from seed every year, is the true Irish form, and it has the beautiful small three green leaves. Very, very easy to grow, and the plants that we supply are actually rooted, as I mentioned earlier, and people can grow them in their own garden for several years, or grow in a pot or a container. Remember the shamrock that our Taoiseach presents to the American president comes from exactly the same type, that Trifolium dubium. It's exactly the same variety of shamrock that's presented every year in the White House. And that comes from the west of Ireland as well.
Right. That must say very, very interesting. Now, although you bet shamrock is a clover now, despite the look of the Irish often being mentioned in popular culture, I believe it's a definite no-no to confuse shamrock with a lucky four-leaf clover.
Well, it is, of course. I mean, the true Irish shamrock is the three leaves. You know, it represents the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, the actual true three-leaved shamrock that we grow here in the west of Ireland. That Trifolium, three-leaved dubium, is the actual variety. So it sometimes is confused with clover. It is related to clover, but it's unlucky to associate it as clover. So the Irish shamrock is a very distinct form. It's a particular species of clover that's grown for this special occasion. And we've had that seed for many, many generations, as I say, going back through my father's time, and through my grandmother was the original person to start growing the shamrock here in the west of Ireland. So we've a long tradition growing Ireland's favourite plant.
Right. Now,
we export it, as I said, all over Europe. We send thousands of plants here from the west of Ireland. Where I'm speaking from you at the moment is only a stone's throw to St Patrick's Mountain in Westport. So we live very, very close to the actual St Patrick's, where St Patrick came to the west of Ireland, and during the early 1600s. So it's grown. We proudly grow it here in the west of Ireland, and for many generations.
Right, now there's actually, maybe some people actually remember, the Irish government actually registered the shamrock as a trademark in the 1980s and defended the right to use it as a national symbol. And in fact, they won a court case actually in Germany against a German firm in a trademark case.
Well, that's it. It symbolises. I mean, it really all over the world people see the symbol of Shamrock as being the true symbol of Ireland, and our national airway, Aer Lingus, proudly have the Shamrock as its major symbol. It's its logo on all the planes that leave Ireland, all over the country, all over the world, have the Irish Shamrock as its emblem on all the planes. So it's seen as I suppose, Ireland's symbol, our logo, our national logo, and we Irish proudly wear it every St. Patrick's Day. And as I say, the Aer Lingus, our national carrier, or air carrier, proudly have it on every plane that leaves Ireland. I suppose it's a symbol. It's a symbol, I suppose, of Ireland's close relationship to Christianity, to the Catholic Church. And, St. Patrick himself was renowned for teaching the Irish about the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, about Christianity, through the use of the Irish Shamrock. So we're very proud that we live in the west of Ireland, so close to St. Patrick's Mountain, and that he came to the west of Ireland to bring Christianity to the Irish.
Right, now what's the deadline, Paraic, for orders to be dispatched for, basically, if somebody wants orders for St. Patrick's Day?
We'll export Shamrock to the UK right up until the 10th of March. So the week before St. Patrick's Day, we'd still send fresh Irish Shamrock out. It leaves the nursery here in a special gel which helps to keep it fresh whilst we're posting it. So when people receive it, all they have to do is put it into a drink of water. It'll rehydrate, and then you can wear it proudly on St. Patrick's Day. Remember, it's a living shamrock, so it's actually still living. It still has its roots in special gel. And after St. Patrick's Day on the 18th of March, you can plant it in your garden or plant it up into a pot or container. And because it's perennial, it will live out of doors for many, many years. So from the 10th of March onwards, after that date, it's just that little bit too late. So anytime from now on, you can actually order the plant. It will keep fresh on a windowsill until St. Patrick's Day, and then you can plant it up into containers or plant it out of doors after.
Right. Now, I believe it actually keeps in a refrigerator for 6 to 8 weeks.
It will. We often store, when we're harvesting the plants, we're doing that at the moment, we'll put them into fridges, and it keeps it fresh. It'll hold it. So you can pop it into your fridge if you want and hold it there until St. Patrick's Day, or you can simply leave it sitting in a small drink of water on a bright windowsill, and that will keep it fresh as well. Remember, we're dealing with a living plant, so it's actually rooted, and we grow it in that special gel, so that keeps it hydrated. So that's all the plant needs, is either a cool location like a fridge is ideal, because that holds it in suspension, or you can literally have it in a small drink of water in a small pot, and that will keep it fresh as well. So, you can order it as early, you can order it now and have it fresh for St. Patrick's Day, or order it right up until the 10th of March for dispatch.
Right, now there's more details, of course, in your website, Hawkins.ie.
Hawkins.ie, yeah, so www.hawkins.ie. The full information is there, and we do send a care leaflet with each package of fresh shamrock as well. So there are instructions on how to care for the plant once you receive it, but it's very, very straightforward, and it's very, very easy to look after.
Paraic, listen, it's fascinating, I must say, speaking to you, and no doubt many people across the world that listen to us online, etc., will be very, very interested in that. And I must say, third generation of Horkans exporting shamrock across the world. I wish you continued success. I really do.
Very much.
And it's fascinating, I must say, to speak to you. As I say, further details at Hawkins.ie. And Paraic Horkan. Paraic, listen, great to speak to you.
You too, and thanks, Jerry. Thanks for the opportunity.
A real pleasure.
Thank you, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Same to you, Paraic.
Take care. Bye-bye.